Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, squaring off with another team from the AAC, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. At the 35, he's got room. Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Fancher. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, you can. When you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Handoff to the single running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Fancher. Good timing on the quick out. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be. And now the OC is like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Power football with the run. They make the tackle at the 22. We'll give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
The quick out. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Owls line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job of handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Dropping back, it's Svoboda. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he left him grabbing. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Buys a little extra time. Takes a shot as he lets it go. He's got it on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Wyoming 14, Florida Atlantic 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. The give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. They They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Fancher. Gets it out fast. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Florida Atlantic trying to line up quickly. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. The give. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Number 2 with the carry.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits those uprights right in half. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He's right on target. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the 1st.
He wants to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the catch. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wyoming.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Florida Atlantic, 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And the Owls get enough for the 1st down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw, it's Fancher. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Leaves it with the back. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Running back goes in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Svoboda. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to buy time. Unleashes one. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Makes the grab. It's Mobley. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him.
And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Owls. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Svoboda. Got his man quickly. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Hand off from the shotgun. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And I know it's not sexy, man, but those little runs just keep you on your heels, keep the sticks moving, making you understand, like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be patient. A lot of offenses aren't patient. They get too big play happy, wanting to force the ball down the field. This offense is staying nice and patient right now.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. And Then he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Handoff from the gun. They finally make the stop, and the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this third and short. Back to pass. It's Svoboda. It's complete on the right side. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Touchdown, Cowboys! They take the lead with the 6. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Vanderbilt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's open on the right. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They're going to run it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, for the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. It's Fancher. Got his man. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Going up top on first down. That's caught. It's Mobley. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this.
He caught it, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
With the grab and the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Florida Atlantic 35, Wyoming 31.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Svoboda. Trying to get to him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
Looking to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Runs for the tackle. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Hands it off. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Svoboda. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Back to throw, it's Fancher. Release to the back. Using the quick game. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's going to pass on second down. Gets it out quickly. And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown now! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's King. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Looking for a man. It's Svoboda. He looks that one in nicely. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On second down, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the ball's out and they're after it. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out